In the winter of 1890, an entire American family disappeared overnight. Not one person, not two, 6 people, including 3 children. The food was still on the table, still warm. The front door was unlocked. The horses were still in the stable. Everything was exactly where it should be. Except the family. They were simply gone. Investigators searched for months. They found nothing. No bodies, no footprints leaving the property, no explanation. And here is the part that no one talks about. 3 weeks before they disappeared, the father wrote one sentence in his journal. Just one sentence. And then he never wrote again. What did he write? I'll tell you in 60 seconds.
Rural town in the American Midwest. They weren't rich, they weren't criminals, they weren't running from anything. Neighbors described them as quiet, polite, ordinary. They had a home, livestock, daily routines. And then one morning, the routine broke. The house that didn't make sense. When neighbors came to check on the family, something felt wrong immediately. The front door was unlocked. Breakfast dishes were still on the table. A fire had been lit in the fireplace and left to die out. Beds were unmade, personal belongings untouched. Money was still inside the house. If they left voluntarily, they left everything behind. No signs of violence. Here's what makes this case terrifying. There was no blood, no struggle, no broken furniture. The horses were still in the stable. The dog was wandering nearby. Whatever happened, it happened fast and quietly. The search that found nothing. Local authorities organized search parties. They checked nearby woods, rivers, abandoned wells. Nothing. No footprints leading away, no wagon seen leaving town, no strangers reported. It was as if the family had been erased. The theories begin. With no evidence, rumors spread. Some believed the family was murdered and secretly buried. Others believed they were taken by someone they trusted. A few whispered about cults or vigilante groups. But there was one problem with every theory. There was zero proof. Why this case still haunts history. In the 1800s, disappearing wasn't easy. You couldn't just change your name, move across the country unnoticed, start over without records. Yet somehow, this family did, or someone made sure they never existed again. The files went cold. As years passed, interest faded. New crimes replaced old mysteries. Witnesses died. Memories blurred. The case was never officially solved. No arrests, no closure. Just a name in local records, and an empty house. The most unsettling question. If one family could vanish without leaving a trace in 1890, how many others did? And how many times did history simply moved on? Final thought. We like to believe the past was simpler, safer, more innocent. But stories like this prove something else. America has always had its nightmares, and some of them were never meant to be solved. If you want more true American mysteries that history never explained, subscribe. Because the most disturbing stories aren't the ones with endings.